Blessed is he who is not offended by me. Luke chapter 7 verse 23. Jesus said this as a response to John the Baptist. John the Baptist sent people to Jesus to ask, are you the one that is sent to us, or should we expect someone else? The thing that comes to my mind is John the Baptist was the one that announced Jesus as the Messiah when he saw him coming to River Jordan. John the Baptist was full of conviction that he was the Messiah. He even said, this is the one that is preferred before me, the one whose shoes I am not worthy. John was very sure that Jesus Christ was the Messiah. What went wrong with John's heart? What did John not like? Because this passage tells us that John was told about how Jesus was healing the sick, how he was opening the eyes of the blind, and all the wonderful things Jesus was doing. But apparently, this was not John's expectations of what Jesus was meant to do. And the lesson that comes to my mind is, how does your expectations contradict what Jesus is doing in your life or in the life of someone? Are you looking at someone who is a Christian and you are expecting that because they've been professing Christianity for a while, they should have achieved some heights that you set in your heart for them? You think, oh, they've been praying for a while, they should have gotten this promotion. They've been praying for a while, by now they should be married, they should have their children. They've been praying for a while, they've been attending church, and this is the heights that you are expecting for them to have reached. And it feels like to you that they are not bringing the results that you are expecting of them. This is what John the Baptist was doing at this time. He had his expectation of what Jesus' ministry was supposed to look like. He did not listen and observe with humility. And at this point, Jesus knew his heart that he was already offended by what he was doing, because we see that in this passage, Jesus did not respond by telling the servants of John the Baptist that he was the one. Rather, Jesus did more miracles. Immediately they asked him the question, the answer he gave them was to do more miracles, open the eyes of the blind, heal the sick, make the lame walk again. And he said to them, go and tell John the Baptist everything you have seen. And blessed is he who is not offended by me. What a word. Jesus was indirectly passing this message to John the Baptist, that if you are not offended by what I'm doing, then you are blessed. And the reverse of this is that you are not blessed if you are offended by what Jesus is doing. The lesson here for me that I want to share with you today is that we should guard our hearts with all diligence. We should be careful not to rush into quick judgment or into quick conclusion of what we think God is doing in the life of people around us, or even in our own lives. You may be looking at what Christ is doing in your life right now, and you may be thinking, oh, this process is slow. I've been serving God for so many years, and this is where I am. Don't be quick to jump into conclusion when your expectations do not match your reality of what you see God doing in your life. If you are offended, it could be dangerous. But if you take time to be patient, listen with humility, watch with closeness of your mouth, and not talk less, but humble your heart and receive with gratitude the good things that God is doing in you. It may not look like where or what you are expecting, but be grateful. John the Baptist was probably expecting something else, but at least Jesus was doing miracles. People were being blessed. It is enough to be happy for, regardless of whatever John the Baptist thought that Jesus' mission was here on earth to do, or how quick he expected Jesus to become the King of the Jews. He was in the moment making lives happy, turning lives around, helping the sick recover. This was something to be grateful for. This was something to be happy for. But rather, he decided to question Jesus in public. He decided to send servants, messengers to Jesus. He didn't even call him in private as his cousin. He decided to send servants to him to question, to interrogate him. This shows that John at this point doubted Jesus. How have you doubted Jesus? In what way have you proclaimed Jesus as the Lord some time ago, and all of a sudden here you are doubting Jesus' power, doubting Jesus' abilities in your life? I charge you today to repent. Brothers and sisters, ask God for mercy and pray that, Lord, in any way I have doubted you, please forgive me. And Lord, in any way your actions don't align with my expectations of you, Lord, help me to learn with humility. Help me to learn with gratitude. Help me to speak with thankfulness and appreciation of what you are doing in my life, because you are Jesus and all you ever do is good. Bless you.